They locked the doors from outside. Entire villages sealed in. No food. No escape. Inside, families starved in slow motion. Outside, trains carried Ukrainian grain to Moscow. 7 million died. And for 60 years, the Soviet Union said it never happened. Ukraine. The breadbasket of Europe. Endless wheat fields. Fertile black soil. For centuries, Ukraine fed the continent. Rich farmland. Prosperous villages. Then came collectivization. Stalin wanted total control. And Ukraine resisted. 1929 Stalin ordered collectivization. Private farms eliminated. Everything owned by the state. Ukrainian farmers kulaks, they called them, resisted. They'd owned their land for generations. Stalin's response? Confiscate everything. Label resistors as enemies. Deport them. Starve them. Break Ukraine's independence forever. 1932 Activists swept through villages. Took everything. Every grain of wheat. Every potato. Every seed. They used metal rods to probe walls and floors, searching for hidden food. Found bread? Confiscated. Found grain? You're sabotaging the state. Arrested. Then Stalin sealed Ukraine's borders. Internal passports required. Ukrainians forbidden to leave. Cities got food rations. Villages got nothing. Trapped. Can't leave. Can't buy food. Can't even beg. The trap was complete. Now came the dying. People ate anything. Tree bark. Grass. Leather boots boiled for days. Cats. Dogs. Rats. Then the animals were gone. Bodies swelled from starvation. Children's bellies distended. Eyes sunken. Skin stretched over bones. Families died together in their homes. Entire villages went silent. Just corpses. Then came the unspeakable. Cannibalism. Desperate people consuming the dead. Some killed for meat. Police created special units to investigate. Hundreds of documented cases. Parents who ate their children. Children who ate their parents. Hunger destroyed everything human. Even love. Foreign journalists came to investigate famine rumors. Stalin showed them model villages. Well-fed actors. Staged abundance. Potemkin villages. The real dying villages. Off-limits. Restricted zones. Reporters saw what Moscow wanted them to see. Most believed the lie. Or pretended to. 7 million dead. Conservative estimate. Some historians say 10 million. Entire villages erased. Empty. Ghost towns. Ukraine's population dropped by 25% in 2 years. The fastest peacetime population decline in human history. Engineered. Intentional. Genocide. When it ended, Moscow denied everything. No famine. Just difficulties. Crop failures. Weather problems. Anyone who mentioned famine? Arrested. Survivors forced into silence. Evidence destroyed. For 60 years, the Soviet Union maintained the lie. Holodomor never happened. 7 million ghosts erased from history. One journalist told the truth. Gareth Jones. Welsh reporter. He snuck into Ukraine. Walked through dying villages. Saw the bodies. The starvation. Reported it to the world. Moscow called him a liar. Other journalists attacked him. He died mysteriously in 1935. Probably murdered. Walter Durante. New York Times Moscow correspondent. Won Pulitzer Prize for Soviet coverage. He denied the famine completely. Called Jones a liar. Wrote that reports of starvation were propaganda. Why? Access. Stalin gave him exclusive interviews. Durante chose career over truth. The lie won. Some survived. Children who ate dandelions and roots. Families who hid grain in impossible places. People who cannibalized the dead rather than the living. They carried guilt and trauma forever. Nightmares. Silence. Survivors' guilt for outliving their children. After the famine, Stalin repopulated Ukraine. Russians. Relocated from other regions. Empty Ukrainian farms given to Soviet settlers. The demographics changed. The culture diluted. Intentional. This wasn't just killing Ukrainians. It was replacing them. Ethnic cleansing. Until 1991, speaking about Holodomor was illegal in Soviet Ukraine. Survivors who talked? Arrested. Imprisoned. Silenced again. The Communist Party controlled all history. All memory. All truth. Ukrainians knew what happened. But officially, publicly, they had to pretend it didn't. Living the lie. 1991 Soviet Union collapsed. Ukraine independent. Finally, survivors could speak. Archives opened. Evidence emerged. Photographs. Documents. Testimonies. The scale of horror became clear. Ukraine declared it genocide. Built memorials. Named the crime. Holodomor. Death by hunger. Never forget. Russia still denies it was genocide. Calls it tragedy or famine. Refuses the word genocide. Why? Because acknowledging Holodomor as genocide means acknowledging Soviet intentional mass murder. Means Stalin was a genocidal dictator. The lie continues. Children of survivors carry trauma. Second-generation pain. Grandchildren too. Inherited fear of hunger. Hoarding food. Anxiety. The genocide didn't end in 1933. It echoes through generations. Psychological wounds that don't heal. The descendants of 7 million dead, and 7 million who survived broken. 2022 Russia invaded Ukraine again. Some analysts say Putin denies Ukrainian identity just like Stalin did. Denies their right to exist separately. The Holodomor isn't ancient history. It's the template. Genocide doesn't end. It repeats when we forget. When we let deniers control the narrative. 7 million Ukrainians starved while grain left their villages. For 60 years, that truth was buried. Survivors forced into silence. Evidence destroyed. But memory survived. Whispered stories. Hidden photographs. The truth waiting. Today we remember. We speak their names. We call it what it was, genocide. Never again means remembering. Always. 7 million died. The Soviet Union said it never happened. Ukraine remembers. The world must too. Subscribe for histories they tried to erase. Like if you believe genocide denial is genocide continuation. Comment how do we prevent this from happening again? Share this story. Because silence is complicity. And remembering is resistance.